Okay, now we'll look at lookup, how to use lookup within a database in the transaction table. Okay, what is a lookup? Look, have you seen a list where instead of typing the data entry, you can get it from a list? That's what we want to do, because if we get a lookup to work, yeah, the advantage is it's going to take less time to enter the data. Yeah, it saves time and it will make it real. The data will be correct every time because you are going to get it from the list. Okay, we are going to use a lookup from on the booking table. Yeah, but also we can think of for example, on the booking table, let's say we add another column saying days of the week. The day to say, either Monday or Tuesday. Yeah. So it's going to be text. Okay. And say we give it's under 20, but we can specify. Are you all listening? Look this way, please. Here, and we can specify the days of the week. To which one? Where shall we? Date? Is it date and time? It's not date and time. We want to use lookup. Which one shall we pick to use lookup? Yes. Lookup wizard. Okay. So I will type in the values that I want. Okay, let's say we want the short versions like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday like that, and Friday, Saturday, and okay, all right. So we can choose, those ones, yeah. And we want people to enter. Maybe some people will enter Monday or Tuesday the full. They could enter that, yeah. So we could put validation for people to enter only those, yeah. Okay. So click next. What label would you like for your lookup field? Okay, day, fine. Do you want to limit entries to those choice? Yes. Yeah. It will insist on the days of the week being entered as Mon instead of Monday or any other ways. Okay. All right. So if we look at the okay, so the advantage is it's quick, isn't it? Yeah, instead of the person entering the data typing the full saying Monday. Yeah, how about some people would type it capital letter, some people will type it lowercase. You don't want that. You want it to be consistent. Yeah. Look, as soon as I try to press enter, it's giving me an error message, right? What's it saying? Index or primary key cannot contain a null value. Who knows what a null is? 0. Well done. Yeah? Yeah, we can clap for her. Yes, yes. Yeah, none of you could answer it except her. Yeah? Null means empty or 0. And it cannot be empty. We have to have entry on the primary key. That's one of the requirements of a primary key. Okay, all right. So this is one type of lookup. Okay, I will show you another type of lookup. I'm going to come out of it. This press escape. I'm not going to enter any data. Or let me enter some data. Let me enter some data. Sorry. Not for postcodes. Yeah, it's because you'll have to enter all the postcodes, and otherwise you are considering only some postcodes to be entered there. Yeah. Okay, I am going to enter the data. Okay, let's enter some data. The member table. Okay. I am going to enter the member ID. If I am going to try to enter more, look, hello, Anwar. Look, I'm typing. I can't enter. I can't. Nothing is working. Okay. Why? Here in member ID we have field size 5. That's all. That's all it's going to give me. It's not going to give me more. Also, if I'm trying to enter something else, like I'm typing text, it has to be number. Yeah, and 5 numbers. Yeah, so that is specified by the input mask. Okay. All right. Let's enter some data here. Real data. Look, when I'm typing with the lowercase, when I go to the next one, it changes to uppercase. Again, it's because of the format specified there. Okay, my address. Oh, my phone number. Do you wanna write it? Please write my phone number. Yeah. That's my phone number. If you wanna phone me. Okay, my date of birth. Guess my age. I'm 20. I'm 22. Will be 23 soon. Yeah. Eh? Yes. Oh yes, by only few years. Okay. Let's close this table. Okay. And let's make sure we have an equipment. Right click and table design. The equipment. Look, if I want to type TYU, it's not accepting the U. Why? Because on the input mask, hello, is everyone listening? On the input mask, the first 2 characters will be uppercase because of the greater than sign, but then after that I have to enter a number. Okay, like that would be accepted. And okay, let's say we have that equipment. Okay, now on the booking, if I am going to book that equipment, how would I know my member ID? I have to remember it. I can't remember the member ID. I would rather get it from a list. Okay, so that is the lookup. Yeah, we get the lookup through member ID. To get the lookup, right, you can take notes now if you want. Member ID, then change the general to lookup. Okay, Samira, can you take notes please? Come and take paper. Come. Yes. Yeah, you are too quiet. You know, you're taking a nap. Have you got a pen? No. Okay. Samira is going to take notes for all of you. Yeah? You take notes as well, but Samira is going to take nice notes, yeah? Alright. Member ID. This is on the booking table. But this member ID, we can only book if the member exists, right? At the moment, in this database, only King Jacob can book. This is the only member. Okay? And there is only one equipment. So we can, there is lookup. We change this text box to combo box. Even list box works, but it's not a nice one. A combo box is better. Alright? Change it to combo box, and then we are going to select table and query. That's fine. Change the row source to, click on the three dots, add. Which table shall we add? The member table, and add. Then bring member ID, ascending, and click on X. Yeah, Samira, you should be writing here. Okay. Okay. Pay attention and write. I brought the member ID, ascending, click on X. Do you want to save the changes made to the SQL statement and update the property? I say yes. SQL statement is structural query language. It's like, you know, when you work on websites, you have HTML. HTML is the language of the website, main language. There are other languages as well. For database, SQL is the language. Okay, what this say is, if I actually take it out and show you inside Microsoft Word, make it big. It selects the member ID of member table. Okay, it selects the member ID of member table. Yeah, from the member table. It's going to order by member ID. I didn't copy the whole thing, that's why it's showing like that. Yeah, it's going to be ordered like that. That's the language, that's the SQL language. But now what we are going to do here, it's done for the member ID. Let's do another one for item ID. Is everyone listening? Yes. And Samira is ready to take notes, yes? Okay. Item ID. Change, what do we do then? Look up and change to combo box, okay? Row source type, leave it as that, and then the row source, click on the build button. It's called build button. Yeah, and what shall we add? The member table. For the earlier, for member ID, it was the member table. For this one is the equipment table. Well done. Which field shall we add? Item ID, ascending or descending depending on our choice. Click on X and then we say yes. We don't have to save it, but we say yes to save. We close it and then it gets embedded. Look, the advantage of this is click on view. Look, I only have one member. That member is booking here. Yeah, item ID. Oh, we are booking that item for booking date. Days. Okay. What would be nice is to program it so that it picks it directly, but one of the days can be booked. Yeah, done. If I try to book another one, look, will it accept it? This equipment. Oh, the text you entered isn't an item in the list. Do you want to edit the items in the list? Oh, I don't want to add that. So, yeah. I all right. I could, if you choose from here, it's correct. But now I'm going to get another error message. Do you think I will be able to book this booking? Why? Yeah, I haven't got that member. You cannot add or change a record because a related record is required in the table member. A related record is required in the table. Okay. How about if I change the booking is for member? Oh. But then if it's you cannot add or change a record because a related record is required in a table equipment. These are member and equipment are the primary tables. Yeah. So doing getting from the list is really helpful. Okay. Have you we have looked at two types of lookups. One for the for the fields here, for the to choose one of them. Another one is it gets it from the list we gave. This one gets it from the other table, and both of them are lookup. And what do you think the advantage of lookup is? You're not going to make mistake. If you don't make mistake, what would happen to the database? It would become more what? More. No, if you don't make a mistake, yeah, it will be more reliable. You can trust the database. Yeah, so we are doing the lookup and the input masks and the data type. Yeah, and we'll be learning many other things that we do to make the database more reliable. That's what we call the data integrity of the database. Okay, I shall finish here. It's gonna be your turn. Yeah, you be busy on your computer. Okay, and then I'll call you again later on. Okay, all right. You work on the database now. Okay. Yes.